Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Athena International Toastmaster Club exciting meeting. My name is Gilda Schla, and it's been my privilege to be the Sergeant at Arms, which is the Zoom Master for the year 2021 to 22. And this will be the last meeting here for me. Before we start the meeting, I'd like to share with you two things. The mission of every Toastmaster Club and some guidelines. Let me just share the mission of our club. Share screen, yes. And feel free to read it, to unmute and read it aloud. I always do, and try to remember it in every meeting, inside and outside Toastmaster. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Some guidelines for every Toast online meeting I'd like to share with you as well. It suggests that everybody will be on mute until you're asked to be unmute and start speaking. If you have a problem with your videos or audios, please log off or mute, fix it, come back. Although you're not speaking, not everybody speaking at the same time, but we'd like to have everybody on video. And these are most important guidelines. Now, it's been my privilege to introduce our president. I don't know how many times and in how many different ways I've introduced this incredible person. But today, and since the last meeting and last time for me to introduce her, I picked two things to describe her with: powerful, resilient. She is very powerful leader. She is one of a kind because she's always been responsible for every decision she or the club she is in take. Resilient, she doesn't move. It doesn't matter when the wind and where the wind are coming from, what challenges she faces. She always stood up straight, inspiring everybody. That's everybody, our inspirational president, our leader, 3 times distinguished Toastmasters, going on her 4th. Let's all, with a big applause, please welcome and say hello to our outgoing president, DTM Vicky Ferrer.
Thank you so much, my dear Sergeant at Arms, Gilda. I will actually miss all these introductions. How many introductions have you done for me, Gilda, since the start of the year? And you always come up with something beautiful. You always make people feel good about themselves. I think in an introduction, if you make the person feel good about herself or himself with just one word, you have already given charity. Don't you think so, District Director? Because charity is not only giving money. Charity can also be a smile, or it can be good words. Am I right, Dr. Khadija? Yes, she's giving me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And I'm sure, Gilda thought about it because she must have been saying, this is my last introduction for Vicky. So I might as well make her feel the best of the best tonight. And again, thank you so much, Gilda. Welcome to our last meeting in June of the term 2021 to 2022. And we are all excited about this meeting because the best among the best are part of this club meeting tonight. And definitely we have some guests, and I would like to ask the guests to briefly introduce themselves if they can. So let me see. Michael, please don't overtime yourself. 3 words. Go ahead, Michael.
Toastmaster Michael Wader here, and I have come to see the transfer of power to power. Because if everybody else knows these 2 ladies, you're going from one powerful lady to another powerful lady. And that's why I'm here to see the transition tonight. I'm a member of 5 different clubs in 5 different countries and very active in District 116. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael, for gracing this occasion. Now, let me call on Olivia Lalas. Olivia, please. Welcome again. She's a second-timer guest. Please introduce yourself, Olivia.
Hello, thank you, Madam President. So my name is Olivia Lalas. I started here in Philcom International last February, and I'm also part of Philcom International. Thank you.
Amazing, Olivia. So hopefully, if you are enjoying the meetings and benefiting from it, you will also be a member of Athena International. The incoming VP membership will be contacting you. All right, and let us introduce Naila. Toastmaster Naila, thank you for stepping up and becoming our timer. So Toastmaster Naila, would you like to introduce yourself? Are you there?
Yes,
Good
thank you.
evening.
Thank you so much, President. Just a second. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So I think most of you must have heard my introduction a few times. This is probably my 3rd or 4th time I'm here in the club. So yeah. Anyway, my name is Naila. I'm part of 3 clubs so far. And it's always a pleasure to be here in Athena, a different experience. And thanks to Toastmaster Fauzi for inviting me again. Back to you, President.
Thank you. Welcome, Toastmaster Naila. I hope I didn't miss anyone because the rest are all members. And with that, are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up. You're all ready. Especially District Director Manzoor, he's more than ready. We've been in touch since a month ago, so his mindset is already, okay, I'm the installation officer. One thing I can say about my brother, I call him my brother, Bai, is that he is a person who will always step up for any responsibility and role that he is given. He has been a Toastmaster for over 19 years. I don't think you're that old, and I will not ask your age, but yes, look how long he has been a Toastmasters. And he served at the club, area, division, and district in various roles, and currently is serving the members as a district director of the #1 district. That's our district, District 116 in the world, as of course our dear, beloved district director. He is an entrepreneur, quiz master, co-author of the Amazon best-selling book, Decoding Communication, of which I still have to read. And of course, he's a trainer. And more than that, would you believe, he also loves gardening and cooking. He must have a very lucky wife. If you love gardening and cooking, that's one of the best assets of husband. And with that, I'd like to introduce our installation officer, our guest of honor, my brother, my Bai, none other than this distinguished Toastmaster, District Director Manzoor Moideen. He will be installing the officers. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you so very much, my dear President, distinguished Toastmaster Vicky Ferrer Mustafa, and the members of Athena Toastmasters and our beloved guests. It's indeed my privilege to be here today. It's a club that was chartered in the month of February 2021 on 2nd, if I'm not wrong. It's been a long journey. And I was wondering how I missed attending this, any meeting of this Athena Toastmasters Club. Then I realized that the door, Michael, just for information, the door to this club is always closed to men for some reason. But then I'm glad that I'm here today when my dear sister, a leader who not just the members of District 116, but from the entire world look up to. She's bidding farewell as the president. That's it, nothing else. As the president. Gilda, I'm sure you will have many more opportunities to introduce Vicky Ferrer. Probably not as the president of this beautiful club in the next 1 year, but many more. And guess what? This is a farewell meeting to me as well, as the district director of District 116, because this probably would be my last club visit this term. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone. How many of you have heard of Swami Vivekananda? He was an Indian scholar, an author, and a monk. Now, there's a very beautiful explanation by Swami Vivekananda on raindrop. Not sure how many of you have heard this. Now, a raindrop from the sky, when it falls, if you catch that raindrop with your hand, it's pure for drinking. If the same raindrop falls into the gutter, its value diminishes, that you will not even wash your feet with the water. And if it falls on a hot surface, boom, it just perishes. And if it falls on a lotus, it will shine and glow like a pearl. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, the existence and the worth of the same raindrop depends on with who it associates with. The members of Athena Toastmasters Club are like those raindrops who turns out to be a pearl when it comes to its association with wonderful club, the Athena Toastmasters Club, where you are worth by your membership. Congratulations to all the members and the outgoing executive committee of Athena Toastmasters Club for an amazing job done in the last 12 months. 34 members, 10 DCP points. It's worth mentioning. We had a set of 6 officers serving the 7 officer role positions in the Athena Toastmasters Club. As requested by our president, distinguished Toastmaster Vicky Ferrer, I'd like to begin the installation ceremony. May I now request, I think Aladdin, you are the host if I'm not wrong. Can I request you to please spotlight the members when I call upon their names? The current officers. President Vicky Ferrer, Vice President Education Trixie Santos, Vice President Membership Grace Moran, Vice President Public Relations, yourself Adalin Raja, Secretary Gilda Shah, I guess secretary and treasurer, both, or was it secretary and surgeon at arms? Both the roles were served by Gilda. Thank you so much. And treasurer again, Grace Moran. So we have 5 officers. Thank you. Thank you, wonderful ladies, for your work and the responsibilities that you had as a club officers of the Athena Toastmasters Club. You are hereby discharged from all the further duties and responsibilities as office of Athena Toastmasters Club for the term 2021-2022. On behalf of all the members, I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation and thanks to all of you for an amazing job as club leaders of Athena Toastmasters Club. Thank you. Well, Adalin, you can now remove the spotlight. Now it's time for me to install the officers, the incoming officers for the term 2022-2023. Starting from Surgeon at Arms, Treasurer, Secretary, Vice President Public Relations, Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and the President. May I request the host to please spotlight the members as and when I call their names. Now, your collective challenge is to make this club strong and dedicate to help people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. Let me now call upon the names one by one of the incoming officers. Surgeon at Arms, Fauzi Laiju. Treasurer, Joanna May. Secretary, Gilda. VPPR, Adalin. VP Membership, Poonam. VP Education, Trixie Lee Santos. And the incoming President, Distinguished Toastmaster Grace Moran. We have Toastmaster Fauzi Laiju as a Surgeon at Arms, who plays an important role in the club. Since it's an online club, you are not required to, arrange the meeting, but of course, the Zoom link ensure that's shared well, created and shared well in advance, and make sure if in case your club has got any materials, including a banner, to keep it in safe custody and use it as and when required. You're also required to, open the meeting, open every meeting, which means you will attend all the 24 meetings in the next term and open the meeting gracefully, introduce the guest, invite the guest, and feel them very comfortable. As Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Fauzi Laiju. Do you accept the challenge and perform your duties to the best of your ability? Since we don't have a gavel to pass in between, even a virtual one, I request you to keep your right hand on your chest and say, I will.
I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fauzi Laiju. You are installed as a Surgeon at Arms of the Athena Toastmasters Club for the term 2022-2023. We now have the treasurer. Our treasurer for this term, the new term, Toastmaster Joanna May. Toastmaster Joanna May, you are the club's accountant, finance manager. You manage the club's finances and you issue payments if required, as directed by the president or the executive committee, and ensuring that the membership dues payments are collected and paid on time. You're also in charge of submitting the membership dues payment to World Headquarters with the names of the renewing members, filing necessary documents, and keeping timely, accurate, up-to-date financial records for the club. Though the treasurer's duties are usually not the most demanding of all the club leadership positions, the consequences for members can be serious when they're not completed accurately and on time. Joanna, you have to ensure that you are well aware on the timelines, guidelines by the TI when it comes to the fee collection, and you will make sure that the renewals are done on time and even the payment from new members are collected and paid on time. Joanna, as the treasurer of Athena Toastmasters Club, are you willing to accept this role of treasurer and lead your club for the term 2022-2023? And will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Say yes, Joanna. We have seen you saying yes, but we'd like to listen to you as well.
I am very much willing and will do everything that I can.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joanna. You have a very sweet voice, so we would like to listen to your voice as well. With that, I install Toastmaster Joanna May as the treasurer of Athena Toastmasters Club for the year 2022-2023. Now, the next officer to be installed. Secretary, Gilda. Gilda, so you have still one more year probably to introduce and of course be part of this amazing club. As secretary, you maintain all the club records, manage club files, handle club correspondence with TI and with members, and take the minutes at each club meeting and also the executive committee meeting. You're also in charge of updating and distributing the roster of the current paid membership and keeping the club officer list current for Toastmasters International. Sometimes we know that the role of secretary and the treasurer is combined, but now this year we have a dedicated secretary. So you will not be confused with the role of treasurer or the sergeant terms. Now, Toastmaster Gilda, are you willing to perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Gilda, I'm happy to declare that Toastmaster Gilda has been installed as the secretary of Athena Toastmasters Club for the term 2022-2023. We have the Vice President of Public Relations, Adalin Rajan, who will also continue in the role as the VP PR. Vice President Public Relations, you promote the club to the local community. Now it's mostly online, and notify the media if required about the club's existence and the benefits it provides. You promote the club's the web content and safeguard the Toastmasters brand identity, which is very, very important. It's your job to notify the media whenever your club does something newsworthy, if you have that practice in your club. As Vice President Public Relations, you will find yourself writing newsletters, creating and distributing flyers, and preparing the newsletter with the articles from everyone possible, and maintaining the club presence on the web and the social media and in the community. Toastmaster Adalin Rajan, are you willing to execute his role to the best of your ability as a VPPR?
I am willing.
Thank you. I declare that Toastmaster Adalin Rajan has been installed as the Vice President Public Relations of this amazing club, Athena Toastmasters Club, for the term 2022-2023. Now we go with the Vice President membership, Toastmaster Poonam Janapareddy. Here we go. Vice President membership, Toastmaster Poonam, you promote the club and manage the process of bringing in guests and transforming them into members. By initiating contact with guests, helping them feel welcome and providing them with the information they need to join. You help maintain a constant influx of new people into your club. You also attentively monitor membership levels and strategize with the rest of the executive committee about how to overcome membership challenges when they occur. Toastmaster Poonam, are you willing to accept the roles and do your best as the VP membership for the club for the next term?
Yes, I'm willing to.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Poonam. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Poonam has been installed as the Vice President membership of the Athena Toastmasters Club for the term 2022-2023. Now here comes the Vice President Education, Toastmaster Trixie Lee Santos. As Vice President Education, Toastmaster Trixie, you schedule member speeches, verify the completion of projects, and serve as a source for questions about the education program, speech contest, and your club mentor program. You are an important source of Toastmasters knowledge for club members, and it's your job to become familiar with all aspects of the Toastmasters educational program. Though not written in the script, you're also responsible to ensure that your club is distinguished and you achieve the maximum points. Toastmaster Trixie Lee, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trixie Lee. I declare that you have been installed as the Vice President Education of Athena Toastmasters Club for the term 2022-2023. Now we have our President incoming, distinguished Toastmaster, Grace Moran. Distinguished Toastmaster Grace Moran, you have been elected as the President of the Athena Toastmasters Club. And you're the Chief Executive Officer and is expected to preside at all club meetings and all the regular and special meetings of the Executive Committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It's also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. Please accept this virtual gavel by keeping your hand on your chest as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to office. Now, usually you know that the gavel is being given and you hold it as a symbol of power and authority given to you by the members of your club. Use it wisely and with restraint. You're a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people, and it's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone is proud of. Distinguished Toastmaster Grace Moran, will you, as President, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will accept it.
Thank you, and it's my proud privilege to declare that Distinguished Toastmaster Grace Moran, along with all the other 6 club officers, have been installed as the Executive Committee officers for the term 2022-2023 of this beautiful and amazing club, Athena Toastmasters Club. Congratulations once again. May I request the incoming president for her acceptance speech. Adalyn, we will now spotlight only Grace the time being. Thank you.
District Director Manzoor Muhyiddin. Beautiful and empowered Athenians. Our special guest, Michael Waiter. Welcome, guests. I am truly honored to have been elected as the president for the incoming term. I would like to express my gratitude to my fellow members for giving me this opportunity to serve the club. Thank you for your trust in us. An amazing term has passed, and the success of Athena would not have been possible without the leadership of our outgoing president, Vicky Ferrer, and her team. DTM Vicky has done a great job in leading our team. So before we move on to the next term, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone whom we have been working with, including our club coaches who would help us. Let us all give them a big round of applause for their outstanding contributions and achievements during this term. You have raised the bar, and we will strive to make a difference and exceed the standards of excellence of our club for this term. On that note, I sincerely accept this important role as president of Athena International Toastmasters Club 2022-2023 term, together with the strong support of my new team officers aligned with a new upcoming motto, beyond every successful woman is a successful woman who have her back. And we, the 7 warriors of Athena International, are all fired up and ready to serve you. And our number one priority shall be to provide you with an outstanding learning opportunity, a learning environment, as well as to promote membership and to empower each and every member of Athena, as well as the women of District 116. We will lead the club to achieve and retain the president's distinguished club status. As a club officers, it is our responsibility to serve, to guide, to lead the club through the journey from club class to world class. We will fully engage and train our members to represent not only in area, division, and district level contest. Let's aim even higher to international contest, right? As Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it. So Athenians, let's dream big. Do I hear a yes?
Yes.
And to our dear members, without your continued support, it would be impossible for us to exceed the bar by our previous leaders. And today, I seek cooperation from each and every one of you to help us in our journey. Tonight is to provide a high-level look ahead of our objectives. One thing for sure, the club has so much more talents to be discovered and enhanced. I have confidence in my capable team, along with the guidance of our immediate past president, DTM Vicky Ferrer, to continuously strive to fulfill the mission of this club, as well as to support and empower women first and foremost. Athenians, dream big, think big. We can take this club to another level. The sky is the limit. Do you agree? Before I end the speech, I would like to share with you a popular quote in Toastmasters by Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. And if we come together, work together, nothing is impossible for us to attain. So are you ready, Athenians, to accept the challenge alongside with me?
Yes.
Ready.
Thank you. On that note, I would like to wish everyone a great 2022-2023 term. Dear fellow member and my dearest team, let's join hands together and let's begin the new term with a bang. Back to you, DTM Vicky.
Thank you so much to our incoming president, DTM Grace Moran. And I would like to thank our district director, Manzoor Moideen, for gracing this wonderful and memorable event. We will always remember you as the one who has installed these amazing and dynamic leaders of Athena International Toastmasters Club 2022 to 2023. And I believe, although your wife was able to come and visit our club, so I'm sure you can ask her how good the club is. Right, District Director
Thank you so
Mansoor?
much. Please allow me to leave as I had already.
Yes,
informed you.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And all the best, sir. All the
And
best. to
all the
you.
best, Michael. You are the only man who will be,
He'll be the only rose among the thorns.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Good night. Moving on, we have another special person who has kindly taken the role of Toastmaster of the Day last minute. She couldn't say no. Thank you so much for accepting the role. This lady, I call her my partner in crime because we have been together for almost like more than 2 years. We were a club coach in one of the clubs, and I said, I like this woman. She really works hard and she really is a team player. She was a past president of the ICC Toastmasters Club, and she is the incoming president of Global Improv and Storytellers Toastmasters Club. I'm so proud of this lady because she has come a long way. I think at the time when I asked her to join the club, she was a bit doubtful about how she can be able to join an improv club. But guess what? She just won the devaluation contest, which was held sometime 2 weeks ago. She was the champion. And if you could only see the recording, she was hilarious. And guess what? After the devaluation that she did, she roasted the test speaker. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." She was so apologetic. And this is, guess who? DTM Nalini GP Mathur. Nalini, again, thank you for gracing the occasion and stepping up. Let us all give a big round of applause for DTM Nalini Mathur.
Thank you multiple times, District Toastmaster Vicky Ferrer, and more importantly, a mentor par excellence. Thank you so much for having me in your club this evening. I have the lot of you to thank for this opportunity, because I believe every installation ceremony is very sacred to a club, and to be involved and invited for that occasion, thank you all so much. And more power to the ExCom and more power to the members of Athena. Just like how the name stands, it speaks for itself. Thank you so much. A very warm good evening, dear ladies and the one gentleman. So a rose among thorns is how you've been. So hi, Michael, a special hello to you. And so dear Toastmasters, so the title or the theme of the evening is goodbye and hello. So for all the guests, I don't know if anyone is the first time Toastmaster here, but very briefly, the theme would mean that this is the running theme, the running strands that will go through the meeting for the remainder part of the evening. And I am the Toastmaster of the day, which will be holding your hand through the evening. And the whole evening will be divided into 3 parts. The rest of the evening, it will be the speakers venue in the first couple of minutes. And then we move on to table topic, which is one of the most exciting segments in Toastmasters. And then we move on to general evaluation, which is perhaps the most valuable part of the evening. So let's begin. When, again, as I said, when I was given this topic, goodbye and hello, there were a couple of instances that flashed through my mind. Can I request all of you to close your eyes, please, for the brief minute, please. Do you remember the last time you ate at your mom's kitchen table, as not as someone who's coming in, but as a member, a solid member of the family? Do you remember, if you're a parent, the last time you picked up your child? Do you remember the last time you perhaps talked to a friend who maybe moved away or unfortunately has passed on? Do you remember the last time you have perhaps scolded your child on their marks? Do you? Please open your eyes. Do you? Generally, it's quite difficult to pinpoint that exact time or exact memory unless you are highly self-aware. Speaking about myself, I do not remember the last times at all because I take a lot of things for granted. I think the continuity of time is going to be in my favor. But as I'm getting older, I realize that I should cherish every moment as perhaps it is the last memory, perhaps it is the goodbye. It does put a lot of stress on the other members who are supposed to perform. But honestly, when you start living in the moment, that is when perhaps you will have more memories and you remember when was the last time. Depressing? Yeah, goodbyes and last times are depressing. So let's move on to the fun part. Hellos. Again, close your eyes and remember the first time you came to this club, your first meeting in this club, and what were your impressions? Since I do have some leeway of time here, we are still at 7:45 and I have time till 8. I was hoping we can just do a quick poll. I want to ask, we'll start with our incoming president, Grace. Grace, could you please set the tone for this segment? Tell us your first impressions of the Athenian Club. How was it? And the moment you said, hello, I'm in this club.
As I was one of the co-founder of Athena, of course, both the TM Vicky, Farah, and I had set the tone of being energetic. So we kind of she is so energetic as we all know her. She's full of life. And I myself is also energetic. So when you started to set the tone of being energetic leaders for the club, I could only imagine that everybody, not it could only, but on that day, when we first started it, everybody was just on fire of listening, of being empowered, because our role was to empower women. Our role is to stand up for each other. And when you set that for women, fighting for women and not going against them, and then you can have all ears women was going to be there for you. So the tone and really the atmosphere on the day was just really amazing, because you have two leaders as well, who's believing in empowering women and believing in bringing up women and standing up for them. And you have a woman at the same time as well, starting to believe that they can do it. So it was an amazing first meeting. Thank you.
Awesome. A very beautiful memory to look back on. And this is the memory that gives you energy whenever your Toastmaster of the day cancels out at the last minute. And then you remember, no, I felt this way, let me harness that power and move ahead. Awesome. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. I see Toastmaster Pongal. I don't know if it is Distinguished Toastmaster. My apologies if I'm misleading your credential.
I am Toastmaster Pongal. I'm very new.
Toastmaster Pongal, would you tell us the moment you said, hello, Toastmasters? Perhaps the first time you heard of it, perhaps the first time you decided to join?
I thank you, Nalini. And first of all, I thank Ajaya for inviting me. Ajaya was the person who invited me, who made me come in. And the way I came in, I feel as the incoming president, Toastmaster Grace Moran, said, I saw the energy, the enthusiasm, everyone. I myself, being a person full of enthusiasm and energy, I was really, really pulled in. Though I've been thinking about joining some Toastmasters club for the past 2 years, I was not able to pin upon a club where I'm going to join. But this club, immediately, soon after the first time coming as a guest, I decided and I told Ajay I'm joining. So I am so happy that we have a complete club of energy and enthusiasm. So proud to be here. So happy to hear. Once again, thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Nalini. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. So it took you almost 2 years to say hello, Athena. Awesome. May I request Miss Susie? Miss Susie, I'm sorry, she's sipping the cup. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir, you want me to move on? Or are you available, please?
She's ready.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. So,
Okay, so
Miss
the
Susie,
first
we know
time,
you are.
sorry,
So we know that you're, yeah. So we know you're a friend of DT and Vicky. So I was hoping, would you remember the first time you said hello to her? Is it a memory you can recall?
yes, definitely. So I came in as a guest, as an observer in the club. And I think she wanted me to find out whether I would like to pursue the membership or not. And of course, I observed a lot, and I just felt that it was a good feeling to be in the company of very confident women, accomplished women in their own right. And I said, yes, I'd like to be part of it. So it's not just plain women empowerment, but I just felt that each one had a purpose in life of being there, and they're proud of their accomplishments and proud to be able to share their accomplishments with the rest of the ladies. So that's how I felt. And so I said, okay, a few months after, I said, I'm going to join and be part of it. That's it. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Again, that's an awesome memory to harness and look back. And we have Michael with us. Michael, I'm really curious, really curious to know about the first time you said hello to improv.
Thank you very, very much, Nalini. First time that I said hello to Toastmasters was in '85, and I went away for 25 years, and I came back in 2020. And when I came back in 2020, I said hello, and I'm glad to be back. And a year and a half ago, when Grace and Vicky got together and started this club, shortly thereafter, Vicky invited me to come by and give a short educational session here. And I said yes in a heartbeat, no doubt, because I teach leadership as a profession. And when I see the people who are on this screen tonight, these are the leaders. You are the leaders. You are people who in District 116 are taking District 116 to a higher level. The old folks are all men and they're just about out. The young folks are the ladies, and you are going to dominate because you are great leaders. So I was very appreciative that I was invited to come in and speak. I've only been to a few of your meetings. It's always a pleasure to be here, but you folks have what it takes to be dynamic leaders. Thank you.
Awesome. And this is very interesting because you remember both your goodbye moment and your hello moment. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So we move on with the mechanics of the meeting. So we have one speaker this evening. May I just spot, because we have so many participants, which is a good thing to have. I just want to, look up for that. All right. Yes, Mr. Khadija. Dr. Khadija.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. So before we move to the speakers, let me call upon our timers. Toastmaster Naila Rizwan, could you please take center stage and explain your role? Toastmaster Naila.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. So as timer, I will be timing the prepared speakers, the table topic speakers, and the evaluations. So I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and the red cards, which denotes specific time that remains. So for the prepared speak today, we have the icebreaker speech, which should be within 4 to 6 minutes. So I will be showing the green card when the speaker reaches 4 minutes, the yellow card when the speaker reaches 5 minutes, and the red card when the speaker reaches 6 minutes, and the speaker will have 30 seconds to wrap up the speech. The table topic sessions will be timed 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I will be showing the green, at 1 minute 30 seconds the yellow, and at 2 minutes the red. The evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes, and at 2 minutes I will be showing the green, at 2 minutes 30 seconds the yellow, and at 3 minutes the red, at which point again they would have 30 seconds to wrap up their evaluations. So at sorry. At end of the meeting, when the general evaluator calls for the report, I will be providing my timer's report. So that's it from my side, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Awesome, awesome, flawless transition. Awesome, Toastmaster Naila. Never have I ever done so well being a timer. Honestly, awesome transition. Thank you so much for being the timer this evening. We have an hour counter. This particular role is something which I'm very scared of because I do use a lot of crutch words. So I feel very insecure when that role comes up. But it's my job to introduce Toastmaster Adeline Rajan. Adeline, would you please come on stage and come on screen and let us know your role, please?
Thank you so much, DTM Nalini. So as the R counter, obviously everybody knows, but I'll still give the rules. So the game here is that whenever you say any kinds of uhs, ims, crutch sounds, or any sorts of words, I will note them down. Or maybe I'll be a little lenient on the table topics because I know people tend to think a lot. But still, my ears are wide open for all of them. So be careful. You might never know when you're being marked down or when you accidentally say So starting from now, the game begins. And when the general evaluator calls me, I will give my report of how many ims, or how much better we could do. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adeline. As I said, I'm quite scared of the R counters, but yeah, please be lenient on me. So now we move on to the speech segment. So we have one speaker today, and to evaluate this particular speaker, may I call upon Toastmaster Ajaya Rogiye, please. Ajaya, would you please share the project details with us?
Thank you, DTM Nalini. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speaking. Today, Dr. Khadija Alam is going to give her icebreaker speech, so we will not introduce her. She will introduce herself while giving her speech. All the best, Dr. Khadija. I'm looking forward to hear from you. All the best. Over to you, Nalini ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajaya. Ladies and Michael, please put your hands together and with a reverberating applause on screen, let's invite Toastmaster Dr. Khadija Alam.
Thank you.
Dr. Alam, the screen is yours.
Hello, everybody. Hello, my dear friend. Who is responsible for making decisions in our life? Friends, life coaches, professionals, who? I kindly ask you to take deep breath. Relax and listen to me. A schoolgirl, educated and conservative and very wealthy with good reputation family. They lived in a lovely big house surrounded by huge garden and tall palm trees and a lot of fountains at the entrance. The house from inside very well furnished too. Crystal chandelier, curtain, carpet, lot of servant and maid to help the family. Now, this girl got graduated from her college. Now she is a young lady and it's time to marry with family arrangement. This family, the love, the respect, the wisdom were the foundation brick for the family to take the decision. That's why in this family, the decision were made by all the family. The young lady now got married to a true gentleman. He got the same ethics according the family and according what she believed too. Also, who were a champion in athletics, and he got 2 gold medal in karate and gymnastics. And because of many war in the area, they decide to travel to get a better job abroad, like many other family. During that time, they were blessed with 3 children, and they worked very hard to get the proper education, sport, medication for their children. Now, the lady sharing decision with her husband for her new family. And the lady thought that her spring is yet to bloom. But suddenly, she noticed that her husband, he is losing too much weight very rapidly. He became feeble too, sometimes bleed. In a speed of light, she started to call everywhere in the world, all professionals, to find the proper treatment and quick and fast for him. The doctor's decision was the only treatment is to do a fully organ transplant within 6 months. Otherwise, his body, even if he stayed alive, he will not be able to bear significant operation. Oh, what this lady going to do? She's alone with the children abroad, away from the family. What a decision, what a disaster. This operation is not only very expensive, but it was very long waiting list and very rare, low survival rate. Nobody can help because of the low survival rate of the operation. Now all facial masks dropped. Now she re-evaluate the people who is true friend and who's acting like true friend. Then she listened to her heart and she looked at the children. And guess what was her decision? She decided to make the operation for her husband, whatever the result. She is the one responsible for the result. And once she decided, all angels descend to her and push her toward successfully having the operation. And if it wasn't for the grace of God Almighty, I won't be able to stand high in front of all of you, for I am here. Yes, I am the one who took the decision for my family. And as Ralph said, the officer, once you take the decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. Thank you, and back to you.
Awesome, awesome, Dr. Alam. And honestly, while you were building up the story, I was curious who it is, and kudos to your strength, kudos to your mental ability to make decisions under pressure. Kudos, kudos. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was a powerful speech. We move on now to the next segment, which is table topics. A lot of people, and especially when we do open houses, ask what is the use of Toastmasters? Because if you actually do perhaps an online English speaking course, it must be same, right? And I keep telling them, one major differentiating factor is to be able to speak little and convey more. And that is one of the lessons you learn in Toastmasters. And how do you do that? You do that via participating in table topics. So you've already heard the timing guidelines, and you get a topic right now for which you were perhaps not prepared for at all. You're maybe hearing that even the words for the first time. You are jogging your brain and you're asking yourself, what can I say at this point in time? Succinctly, mind you, because we all know brevity is the soul of wit. In order to take us into this awesome wonderland of topics, time disqualifications, and perhaps some mumbling, let's put our hands together and invite Toastmaster Rajakumari Shivkumar. Toastmaster Rajkumari Shivkumar, our table topics master. The screen is all yours, Toastmaster Rajkumari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nalini. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is, of course, my first time to this meeting. Thank you for the Toastmaster who invited me. I even couldn't recognize who invited me. I'm very glad to be here with this meeting. Many times I planned to attend to this meeting, but unfortunately I couldn't. Today I made it. Yes. Toastmaster of the day briefly explained about table topic session, since it's my duty to elaborate a little more about table topic session. So it is an impromptu session where we learn to speak on any topic given to us. It will help us to face interview. It will help us to fight with our husbands or whoever it is, whatever the topic given to us. We Toastmaster, we grab it and we talk and win. So the table topic session will go up to 2 minutes. In 1 minute, you get to see green light, 1.5 minutes yellow, and in 2 minutes, you see red light. You have to wrap up and finish your speech, but 30 seconds will be given as a grace period. So with that, though we don't have time to prepare, you have to deliver your speech with a good opening, body, and a conclusion. This is the rules about table topics. So today, first topic, I'm not going to ask any volunteer because I made a topic for a person. So this is for our outgoing president, Vicky ma'am. I have heard about you a lot. First time meeting you. Nice to meet you. Yes. Your topic is as a past president, describe one thing you planned but couldn't achieve during your term. As a past president, describe one thing you planned but couldn't achieve during your term. Screen is yours, ma'am. Thank you very much. A very, very interesting question, in fact, right? Because it always makes me think, what have I not done that I wanted to do? Well, guess what? Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, I've done everything that I had planned to do because I'm the type of a person, as Toastmaster Gilda Schla would say, I plan ahead. And planning ahead, you want to make sure that all the goals that you want to fulfill is followed through. And I'm also a kind of a nagger because I was just telling Vice President Education Trixie a few hours ago, guess what? This is going to be my last nagging. And she said, no, not at all. It's not your last nagging. It's not even nagging. We always, as president, we are always responsible for running the club as smooth as possible. Number one. Number two, we're always there to make the members benefit from the club and at the same time satisfied. And number three, we make sure that all of us grow together, progress together, and develop together. And for this year, in fact, I have been a president for almost 1.5 years because in the time it was chartered, I was the charter president. I would always say that, yes, for those who are going to be the presidents and for those aspiring to be officials, always make sure that you are thinking not for yourself, but thinking rather for the people around you who will benefit the most. And believe me, once they do that, you will be self-fulfilled and everybody around you will also be fulfilled. And that's what Athena International Toastmasters Club is all about. I haven't seen the timer, so I don't know if I have run the time. Back to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, DTM Vicky. Give her a big round of applause. When I wrote this topic, I didn't realize you were the president, but when I saw you, I expected this answer. So no wonder you spoke that you have achieved everything, whatever you planned. You are a model for many Toastmasters president in Qatar. Thank you so much. And you are on time, by the way, don't worry. Yes. Now, the second topic, I want a volunteer. Anyone?
Oh, Michael.
Yes. I could see Toastmaster Pongal. Yes. Your topic is yeah. You are a new you are new to Toastmaster, isn't it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you can switch this topic.
Okay.
Like any meeting, maybe you might have attended many other community meeting or any other meetings. So you can talk about that.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master. Happy evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am a good orator. I wanted to hone my skills better. And the inspiration to join Toastmasters came from meeting a winner of one of the Toastmasters, Larry Miller. I think her name is Larry Miller. I am not very clear, but then she came for one of our Hypnotic Circles meeting and she addressed us. And after that, I started following her and I started listening to her speeches. So I joined Toastmasters to win the International Best Speaker Award. So as President Grace Moran said, my dream is really big. So this is the inspiration I got from her. And here, after we got into 5am Club of Dubai, I started attending a lot of Toastmaster clubs here. But somewhere, something was missing. But Athena made me feel all the more comfortable. Athena made me feel energetic. Athena infused more enthusiasm into me. And that is when I decided to join Athena, and I'm here with the decision of winning the International Best Speaker Award as a member of Athena Toastmasters Club. Thank you.
Wow, what a speech. No one can tell you that you are not a Toastmaster at all. You are a Toastmaster. I guess born Toastmaster. Thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause. Now, the third speaker, I want a guest. I want a guest except Pongal. Anyone, any other guests are here?
Michael Wader had his.
Okay, yes. I don't know whether that topic suits to him. I know Madam Vicky and Grace are very good friends of DTM Michael. So anyway, let's see.
Go ahead.
Yep, I'm coming. Yes, sir. What brought you to this meeting? What brought you to this meeting?
Madam Table Topic Smasher, thank you for that great question. I'm here because of a word. That word is spelled H-E-L-P. Now, not everybody operates the way that I do. But many years ago, I was working in the United States and somebody from Russia contacted me and said, will you come to Russia to help us implement lean technology? My family thought I was crazy. I bought a ticket, jumped on a plane, went to Russia, been there for 15 years. A couple of years later, I got an email from someone in Malaysia who said, Michael, will you come to Malaysia and help us do this? My family thought I was crazy, jumped in a plane, flew to Malaysia, been there for 12 years. In both cases, there was no payback guarantee. There was no assurance of flight, hotel, and all those things. I just did it because somebody asked for help. And I've done it a few times. And earlier in the life of Athena Club, Vicky and Grace talked to me. They said, Michael, will you come do an educational session at our club? Will you help us out? What else can I do? HELP. People call, ask for my help. I'm there. I just do it because I love helping people. And where's that come from? A book by Zig Ziglar. Most of you don't know who he is. He wrote a book called See You at the Top. And in his book, he said, if you help other people get what they want, you can get what you want. That's what I believe in. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Michael. What a wonderful speech and well said. If anyone helps, we have to always keep it in our mind. Whenever they need, we have to be there. Thank you for the message. Now, next topic is for a volunteer. Anyone? I can see, I think, daughter of Dr. Khadija. What about you, darling?
Hello.
Hi. Are you a Toastmaster?
Yes, I'm a Toastmaster member in Cairo, Egypt.
Oh, very good. So let me check
Thank you.
whether the
Thank
next
you, Vic.
topic, first of all, I will check whether the next topic suits to you. If so, I will, yep, yes, okay. So next is you.
Okay.
Yep. Speech contests. Talk about speech, Toastmaster speech contests.
I can talk about a speech contest that changed my life. And that was early on when I was back in school at the age, I believe, of 10. I was just a new speaker getting introduced about speeches, what does speech mean and what does speaking to public mean. And it was a totally new experience. And our school suggested that we need to hone our skills and become stronger because next time you'll be the leaders of the future. So you need to practice from the early age of 10 on how to become great speakers. And that's what actually happened. I got my first speech contest at school and I was taught on how to speak and body language and how to look. And even then when I started giving my speech and the competition came, I didn't win. And I was very sad. I'm like, oh, I didn't win. And I thought it was the end of the world. My God, I can't be the leader of the future generation because I lost this competition. But then my mother actually came to me and she said, why are you so sad? I told her I lost. Why should I be happy? She told me, no, it's just a step. Just come here and let us ask. Let us know what made you fail or what made you not win. And she took my hand and she went to the judge. And she asked the judge, can you please enlighten my daughter on the reasons why she did not win? And the judge gave me some of the best life advice, not speaking advice, life advice. She's like, it's a message from your heart. You don't have to act. You don't have to say it loudly. You don't have to do it with your body language. As long as it's from your heart, it will touch other people's heart. And when you do something you actually believe in, then you can change the future. So from this school speech contest at the age of 10, that made me not only become a better speaker, but a better human being. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Give her a big round of applause. All of us have a lot of memories regarding speech contest. I have very precious memory. I don't know, we have time for one more topic. Timer? Timer, Naila.
Yes, yes. We, 1 minute, let me just check. I think we still have time. Yeah, we
Yeah.
still have.
So let me tell my one of my experience, and then I'll quickly move on because I have to tell. My first speech contest, I compete with Toastmaster DTM Grace. I don't know, maybe she, I don't know. I don't think that she knew me at that time. I lost in my contest, but I did that speech in a big stage to get feedback to improve myself. Like your mother went to the judge directly, I went to the audience to get the feedback why I lost. Thank you for bringing the memories, good memories to me. Next, I saw Adeline was raising your hand. Yes, next topic for you, Adeline. One minute. Yes. Yes, Adeline, this is for you. An unforgettable speech you heard in a Toastmaster meeting. An unforgettable speech you heard in a Toastmaster meeting. Screen is yours, Adeline.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master. An unforgettable speech is during when the DTAC was happening. And that time during the DTAC, I specifically remember when our president, international president, acting now is DTM Richard Peck was coming. And when he was talking about leadership, so I was wondering, what can he say more about leadership? You know, we have heard a lot about leadership, how, you know, you have to be always in the top, always you have to be in the front leading the others, how you should always be the forward person, the person always pointing towards the direction of success. But then I was so surprised when he said that the leader is also supposed to be in the back or in the tail of a group. And I was like, what? The tail? That doesn't make any sense. That's not how a leader works. I know a leader pulls, but does a leader push? And that thought resonated in me when I was thinking that this is a new vision or a new way of a leader. A leader doesn't pull, but a leader pushes. And it thought of me like, yes, the leader will pull you to success, but also will push you in times and needs when a group or a member certainly needs a leader's help. And that is the most unforgettable speech I had so far heard. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Adeline. You had a big round of applause. I think time up now. I enjoyed the session thoroughly. All the speakers were awesome, I would say. And may I know who invited me? Sorry, can you please? Who invited me, by the way?
Must
okay,
be
anyway.
Fauzi, I think.
Must be
Yeah,
Ajaya or
Fauzi,
Fauzi.
yes, Fauzi Lejo.
Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to join for the future meeting also, if I have time. Thank you so much. And back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Rajkumari. A huge round of applause to this aspiring Toastmaster who's given us some wonderful topics and, you know, made us go down the memory lane and look within us for answers. Okay, so I have a small exercise for all of you. Please unmute yourself and yell "her" at the end of the sentence I'm about to say. Okay, like I say "da da 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 da," who, and then you say "her." Okay. Okay. All right. Awesome. So, who do you go to if you may have last-minute changes in the agenda? Who?
Her.
Who do you go to if you want something done quickly and efficiently? Who?
Her.
Her.
Who do you go to when the club is in a bit of a trouble and you need a steady hand? Who? Her. And her is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ajaya Rogiye.
Yeah.
A huge round of applause, Toastmaster Ajaya. Ajaya, please claim your space in the screen and take us forward.
Wow, what a way to introduce me. Neeti and Nalini, I am so thrilled. I was thinking, why, where should I, who is that her? Why are you talking about someone? I was just thinking, and it was me. Oh, thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed. So to start with my general evaluation session, the purpose of general evaluator. For the benefit of the guest, I would like to explain why a general evaluator in the meeting. The general evaluator is there to evaluate the meeting, everything that takes place during the meeting. He or she will take the notes, what had happened, what does not happen, and then she or he will give her report about the overall meetings. She will ask for the reports from all the role players. She will ask the evaluators to give their evaluation about our speakers today. And then she will give her feedback about the meeting, that how the meeting went and what are the improvements needed or something like that. So that is the basic job of a general evaluator. So let me start with my job as a general evaluator. Since the evaluator of today's speech is me, so there is no introduction needed for me again. Normally, if the evaluator is there, the general evaluator introduce evaluator, and then evaluator gives the evaluation for the speaker. So I'm very happy to share the evaluation for Dr. Khadija Alam. What a speech! You started with a question, icebreaker with a question, and that too very calmly. Hats off to you, ma'am. The way you started your speech. I have never seen anyone telling others to take a deep breath and relax. When I gave my icebreaker, so many butterflies in my stomach, and I was not relaxed, and I couldn't say anyone to be relaxed and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Hats off to you, ma'am. That was the awesome opening of your speech. I love the way you opened your speech with the question and then asking others to take a deep breath. And you started with your story. You are a great storyteller, ma'am. The way you started your speech, you connected with everybody. Everybody was with you. Everybody was trying to listen to you. What next you are going to tell about your life? And I'm so happy that you allowed us to have a sneak peek in your life journey, what you have gone through. And the awesome way was you were throughout your speech, you were so calm, quiet, and you were talking with your body language. Your eyes were speaking, your body language were speaking. Not only you, but all of us were with you on that operation table when you were trying to do something for your family. What a great way to tell and narrate your story. Started with your young age, then you talked about your marriage, and then you sum up with the big decision you had taken for your family and how you succeeded. What an inspirational story you have shared with all of us. I'm sure everyone in this room is very much inspired by your speech, Dr. Khadija. And I'm so happy that I am your evaluator for today's meeting. I want everyone to give a standing ovation to Dr. Khadija Alam for her icebreaker speech. Thank you, Dr. Khadija. I'm looking forward to hear from you more speeches and more power to all our women in this club. I just love your excellent delivery, positive body language, and the calmness. I want to learn the way you are so calm and quiet while delivering the speech. Though it is your life story, but somewhere you are giving it, talking in front of so many people for the first time. But there was no tension, no fear. We all must learn from Dr. Khadija this one. More power to you, ma'am. All the best for your next speeches. We look forward to hear from you more on this. Now let me move on to my next part as a general evaluator. So let me take the reports from our role players. We have only 2 role players today, that is the timer. DTM Naila, can you please explain your report? Are we on
Yes.
time?
Yes, thank you, General Evaluator, and I'm still a Toastmaster, soon to be in DTM, hopefully. Yeah, so to all the speaker and all the table topic speakers and the evaluator, everyone has qualified. The meeting started on time and we are still on time. I would say we are early. So yes, good meeting, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM. Thank you, Toastmaster Naila, soon to be a DTM. But as per me, my time, the meeting started at 7:03, not 7 o'clock sharp. So there is a correction in that. Now let's move on to our next role player, our counter. Toastmaster Adeline, can you give me your report, please?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So by looking at the scoreboard here, so it's much better to say that you guys won. I lost. Apparently, you're too good at this game that you're hiding your ers and ims inside yourselves. You know, even in table topics, I'm not sure where the ers and ims are going. Is it by ears or something's wrong, or are you guys holding it? Very good, actually. And so far, I have just reported only 4 ers and ims, if that's the case. And I'm pretty sure those are just like, you know, when you're taking the report or when you're switching from topic to topic. So those are just acceptable ers and ims. So far, so it's really going well. I'm not sure if there's an R counter even needed for the next meeting onwards. But either ways, we still can do better in cases when we are doing a long pause, which shows that you're going to think. So I think in that case, there are a bit more here and there. But either ways, we can still do a lot better. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Wow, Adeline, what a way to give your report. So positivity in your report. Though everybody has say ahs, ooms and crutch words, you have given upper hand to everyone today that don't worry, we can improve. That's great way to explain your role. Now let me talk about the meeting, how the meeting started and what all things happened and what are the things I like and few improvement points for the meeting. So our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Gilda, what to talk about you? You were so properly doing your job and introducing our president, reading the club mission, asking other members to read the club mission with you, telling us the protocols of the meetings, online meetings to follow. Very nicely done, the Toastmaster Gilda, Sergeant Adam. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Gilda for the wonderful job. Then she introduced our president with the powerful words. Powerful, resilient. She owns her responsibilities and so many things. Every time I listen to her introduction, and I really appreciate whatever she is talking about our president is truly from her heart. And whoever knows Vicky ma'am will vouch for this, whatever our Gilda, our Sergeant at Arms is talking about our president. So the way ma'am started the meeting and opened the meeting with a lot of enthusiasm. And though she was sad from inside that this is her last meeting as a president, she was not showing that sadness on her face, but with the enthusiasm and vigor she wanted to wish everyone. She introduced other guests also. She asked them to introduce themselves to everyone. So she has followed all the protocols as a president. Then she introduced our district director who graced the occasion to have the installation ceremony for our new ExCom. And then the new incoming president gave her speech about what she thinks about Athena Club and what where she want to take Athena Club next year, and her, and she wants all of her support for this job. And let's give her the wholehearted support for the next year. What to talk about our TMOD today? Though she was not aware that she was a TMOD, in the morning at around 10 o'clock, maybe she is aware that she has to do this job. And what a way to excellently handle this throughout the meeting, with live in the moment. You connected everyone with the energy you carried throughout the meeting, ma'am. Live in the moment. You told everybody, to give everybody the opportunity to share their thoughts about our Athena Club. And that way the people started thinking about Athena Club, and they gave the winning time or the moments that they enjoyed in Athena Club. As we all say, that Ralph Sedley also said that we learn best in the moment of enjoyment. And DTM Nalini ma'am has done the same thing. She has hooked up all of us with her, with the way she carried out the TMOD session. Next comes, she introduced all the role players. And I just wanted to mention here, though we have less time during the meetings, let's have a grammarian for the meeting. We should not skip the grammarian, because we were having a table topic session, and one speech was also there. So let's not skip the grammarian. Let's introduce the word of the day at least, so that the people will try to use that word during the meeting. We had timer, we had our counter. Even though we skip listener, that is fine, but grammarian is the most important role. We will keep it in mind that next time we'll not skip grammarian role. We'll try to grab this opportunity and learn a new word in the meeting. So that was one suggestion from my side. During the table topic session, Toastmaster Rajakumari was excellent. She explained the session. She explained the time guidelines again. She made sure that everyone on the same page. And then she has given the chance to our president. I was thinking, oh, great, I got one point to talk about, that you pre-planned the speakers in your mind and you are not asking the guest. But she made me wrong. She started, after president, she asked the guest and other people to volunteer for the table topic session. And this is the way we should handle the table topic session. So 10 on 10 points for that, Toastmaster Raja Kumari, for your table topic session. One suggestion, that many a times you were just sharing your screen and showing the topic. You were not reading out the topic. I feel that we should read the topic twice and then hand over to the speaker for the speaking, so that the people will get time to think about the topic. When we repeat the topic, if they will not understand in the first time, they will understand it at the second time. So let's follow that. Let's repeat the topic twice, and then everything will be, the speaker will get time and he or she can speak something at least for a minute. Now moving on to the last session, that is general evaluation session. The evaluator did an excellent job. I know you all can vouch for it. And these are the few points I wanted to tell all of you, that let's enjoy, because when we are enjoying, we are learning more. So wonderful meeting. I am very much happy to be your general evaluator today. And I will hope to see you all again and again in Athena Toastmasters Club meeting. Michael, this is for you also. I want you to be there to guide us, to train us, to speak like you, to become a big public speaker like you. So we need your support. Over, back to you, Nalini ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajaya Dadriye. Perhaps this is the last time we'll address her as Toastmaster Ajaya, because she's hurling towards becoming a distinguished Toastmaster soon. So thank you so much. Okay, so I have to wrap this session up, and I don't want to, because I hate goodbyes. I'm bad at it. I consciously avoid going to the airport, because not only is it heart-wrenching, depressing. It's also awkward, when do you say bye? Right? It happens. Like you're saying bye. And the worst part of saying bye is you say bye and both of you are walking in the same direction. So anyway, these are personal problems that I'm sharing with you. Professionally though, on screen, thank you so much for this opportunity. And I had an amazing time. I hope you did too. Over to our current president. Yes, Distinguished Toastmaster, Vicky Ram.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Nalini, for stepping in. You are my savior for tonight. So I love you for that. And for the rest of our role players, General Evaluator Ajaya, who is also the evaluator. She said, ma'am, I'm an evaluator. I said, I know, but I want you to please be the G. And she said, okay. And of course, to Gilda, our role players, to our table topic master, Toastmaster Naila, you should be on radio or the TV. I love your voice. I wish I had this kind of voice. So it's very soothing. Make use of it for your speeches and for your presentations. And of course, Adeline. Who can forget Adeline? Our best table topic speakers, second place in the district. So when our table topic master called Adeline, I said, oh, I wanted to say, you're calling the champion. But Adeline, you always come up with a different script every time you talk about roles. So, let's emulate Adeline with a young mind, and yet she's so creative. And who else? Of course, our speaker, Dr. Khadija. You gave a different approach to icebreaker speeches. And I think that, this time the others would also like to emulate the way you deliver the speeches, a very unique way. Congratulations to you, Dr. Khadija. Of course, to our incoming president, I'm very grateful to you because DTM Grace has always been there to support me. For whatever club we chartered, we were there. She's my other partner in crime. And we would always discuss many things about what could happen in the present and in the future. I'd like to thank DTM Grace. And for the outgoing XCOM, thank you so much to all of you. Trixie, Gilda, Adeline, of course, DTM Grace Moran, because others had circumstances, they had to quit the XCOM, but all of us were able to make it. And congratulations again, and thank you. And to the incoming XCOM, I really wish you all the best. And we are always here to support the incoming XCOM. Wherever I am, I will always be behind all of you. And to the members, thank you for your confidence and your belief in Athena International Toastmasters Club, because we are here to uplift each other. We are here to support each other because we are the best women in the whole universe. With so many things that is going on, issues about abortion, anti-abortion, and many women who are protesting because they are slowly losing their rights. I think it's about time that us women, we should be strong and be influencers to other women to be able to speak up. We have the ability to speak up, but there are women inside their homes and wherever they are who cannot be able to speak up. We have to pull them to Toastmasters and give them a voice to be able for them to express themselves. And with that, I would like to ask our guests for their feedback. Do we still have any guests around us? Because Susie De Leon, by the way, is now a new member. Let's welcome her. Susie, finally, not a new member, she's back to our tribe. Michael, would you like to give a comment about the meeting?
Well, there's very little I can say. When something is almost perfect, there's no way to improve it. And I think you ladies and Mansoor this evening did a great job with the outgoing, incoming up going, down going, around going. I think great club, keep going, don't stop. And if you need some help, you know where to call. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Michael. And Olivia Lalas. Olivia, what can you say? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, as Michael said, it is almost perfect, especially the timing. Everything is good, on time, and actually early. And congratulations once again to the new officers.
Thank you.
Especially to DTM Grace Moran.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Olivia. Do we have any other guests? Toastmaster Naila, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, well, what can you say? I want to hear your voice again. Did you notice? So please
Thank you
say
so much
something.
for saying that. Yeah, see, it's always a pleasure to be part of a club's XCOM installation, and I'm truly honored to be here for that. And all the best to all the incoming club officers, plus all the outgoing club officers. It's not yet over. You still need to support the new incoming officers. I know everyone keeps saying we only have 3 more days, 2 more days, but yes, the support is always required. And it's been a wonderful meeting, and I've enjoyed being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Naila. And Toastmaster Roshani, thank you so much for the kind words. This is my flying kiss for you, Toastmaster Roshani. And of course, any one of you who would like to come for mentorship or something, right? Toastmaster DTM Grace and Toastmaster Trixie, I will be available. With that, does anyone else want to say something before we close the meeting?
I would like to say.
Yes, Adeline, please, our champion.
It's been like so long since I came, and so when I'm back here, I was like, yay! I finally have my position back, I have my seat back. It's been vacant for so long, and it was really nice how the meetings went. I really missed how our evening times are there, and it's really good to see new faces as well. It's been a long time, and seeing new faces also brings a new energy into the club. So I would like to have like maybe after everybody's done with their discussion, have a group photo so that we have our new and the old, in that one point, where we have the new and the old, that one sweet spot. So I would like to have that as our photo.
Okay, so I think we can start now, Adeline. We can also have a group photo.
What about after Dr. Khadija speaks?
Dr. Khadija. Dr. Khadija, yes. Would you like to say something, Dr. Khadija? And your daughter also.
Yeah, first, I want to thank Madam Gilda Shla for her continuous support because this is my icebreaker speech. Really, she encouraged me a lot. I told her, I don't want to say this speech. I don't want to make them sad. She said, no, say it the way you say it, and with the happy end, they will not be sad. I said, I don't want to make them sad. She said, no, they won't be. She encouraged me. She's the one after me. She's the one calling me. So I don't know how can I thank her. Really, Gilda, thank you so much. And Ajaya, I'm sure I'm full of mistake and you didn't like to say it. I'm sure there are a lot of mistakes in my speech or anything, but the gentle way you said, oh, thank you so much. And thank you for you all, and congratulations for incoming. I was going up and down like Michael say. Thank you so much. Good luck. Thank you.
What about your daughter? Your comment, please.
I must say, I love how Athena is innovative.
She's jealous. She's jealous. She's in another club.
Every meeting there is something new. It's not like usually in Toastmaster meetings, it's previous, the meetings are somewhat similar to each other, but no, not Athena. Every time the introduction is different. I loved how Nalini introduced Ajaya. It was wonderful and so innovative, and how people are supporting each other. Really, you have a great club, and I'm honored to be among you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we will be honored more if you join us in the future.
Yeah. Oh, Vicky, I would like to say something.
Yes, Pongal.
I really would like to appreciate Nalini. I loved her energy, the smile, the way she had paused in wonderful Nalini. God bless, like beautiful, just so awesome. And definitely the way you introduced Ajaya was creative to the core. Like that was so interesting. When I got a clue, I thought, okay, fine, this is something that I can use. So thank you so much. So interesting. And as always, Vicky, I love to be here, as Aradilin said. I've also come back after quite some time, and I'm sure that I'll be regular henceforth. And if you all give me time and a slot, I will definitely do my icebreaker in the next session. So we will get into it, and I really want to start going. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pongal. So Trixie,
Can I say something?
we love you too. Gilda.
Yes, I didn't think I need to say something, but I want to. I like the keep coming from Michael. From all the comings, I like keep coming. I really like that. Keep coming to Athena International Toastmaster Club. Toastmaster Khadija, I didn't do a lot, you did it all. And you just wait. In a few months, you will be in my shoes and doing the same thing with newcomers. That's how Toastmaster is. It doesn't matter how much I give. It's nothing compared but what I have received from this club and members of different clubs, especially Athena International. This is it, empowering each other. And that's what we are here for. Back to you, President.
Beautiful words, my dear Gilda. I love that. Because when we mentor, don't forget our mentees will become mentors. And so we give all our heart and spirit in mentoring our mentees, because it will be their turn the next time around. Okay, so I think we're done, and I think that the VPPR Adeline would like to take a photo.
Yeah, so everyone have your cameras turned on.
Please open your camera.
So you can make funny faces if you want. Yes, it will be posted everywhere. So
don't make funny faces, in other words.
No, make respectable funny
faces.
Respectable funny faces. Ajaya, can you do that? Respectable funny face. Ajaya.
Nalini, are you taking?
Okay. You can have the usual thumbs up, or however cooler you want. Yes, Dr. Khadija is doing. Okay. So I'll be snapping in 3, 2, 1. Okay, got you. All right. Now you're free to go.
We are Toastmasters, so we need a toast. Yep. I don't know if you have a drink in front of you or not. I don't know if you have a drink in front of you or not. If not, I have one. I'll drink for you. That's just fine. Here's to the Toastmasters.
Thank you for
Little
joining
did
us
they
tonight,
know
Michael.
when the men started Toastmasters that one of the best clubs in the world would turn out to be an all-women's club. What a surprise they would have if we went back 98 years and told those folks, Mr. Smedley, that we're going to have a great women's club. It may have been doubted upon. So here's to the women of the world, and just keep on going.
Thank you so much. DTM Grace, would you like to give the final words before I adjourn the meeting?
Yeah, I think I've already said everything that I need to say, but like, yeah, like look forward for the term 2022-2023. I hope you guys, you will be joining us if you're not a member yet. And if you are, please be energetic, bring your energetic self to our next meeting. And we're looking forward to meet you, to greet you and be part of Athena. So let's rock it and let's empower each other.
Amazing, amazing. So with that, I will rock myself to sleep now because it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? I stayed awake because I was so excited about the meeting and the role player. So all the best to you, DTM Grace, and the rest of the XCOM. We all love you. To our members, Michael, we also love you. And good morning.
Another round of applause for DTM Vicky, because she has done a great job for leading Athena International Toastmasters Club for 1.5 years. Kudos to you, Vicky.
Thank you. Thank you, Grace. And good night or good morning, everyone. See you.
Good night,
next
everyone.
meeting.